We in these streets.
Yep. We in these streets like we always in these motherfucking streets. But I mean, you know, right now I'm in the house, nigga. But I was in these goddamn streets.
You're in the house, in the basement. You ain't in no streets.
See, now why you gotta bust my bubble, nigga? All lonely and shit, no TV on, nigga.
Right. You're in the house all by yourself in the basement.
Nigga be like, that's false advertisement. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Three Kings Boxing. Go to threekingsboxing.com. Damn, welcome to Prodigy of Boxing Talk. But go to threekingsboxing.com for the latest great what's going on in the sport of boxing. Shout out to everybody over there at Three Kings Boxing. As always, you know, lead journalist Big Cool, Michael Wilson Jr., and of course, Bakari Simpson, and then of course our editor Red, and the man that make everything happen, who's no longer behind the scenes as we talked about last time. What up, 2K? What's going on, man?
Got a lot of shit to talk about, man. Whole lot of shit to talk about. We're gonna try to cram in like 8 topics within an hour and a half, bro.
Oh, nigga, yeah. It's a lot. But before we jump into that, let's talk about some of the fights that's coming up this weekend. One particular fight, you got Edgar Berlanga taking on Romer Alexis Angulo. You know, it's funny how I get the Hispanics names right, the Latinos.
I mean, because you speak that shit. Hey, according to Red, that's your first language, nigga.
I'm going to have to tell that joke one day to everybody. That shit was funny as hell, man. All right, man. So you have that fight. That fight is an interesting fight to me. Why? Edgar Berlanga could possibly lose this fight. He has a new trainer. And then on top of that, Angulo has Pedro Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of a fucking trainer, dog. You're talking about a cat. You're talking about Rancis Bartholomew. Well, you know, him and that guy over at Mundo Boxing, they work together. So you talking about Rigo, Rancis Bartholomew, Gamboa, shit, all them fucking Cuban fighters, Sullivan Barrera, Joe Joyce. You know what I'm saying? You talking about all of them guys that he's worked with.
Now, he's only lost to 2, you know, top fighters in his division, right?
That's a very good point. Gilberto Ramirez and I believe David Benavidez.
Yeah. So, I mean, this guy's no joke. I don't know who's out here saying that Berlanga's going to run this dude over, another bum and all this other shit, man. If Berlanga beats the shit out this dude, hey, that's a good win for Berlanga, man. As much as I be on his ass, no homo, that's a good win for Berlanga if he goes out here and runs over this cat, man. Because remember, he had trouble with Steve Swiss Cake Rolls. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, bro, Romer Angulo is better than Swiss Cake Rolls, bro. That's just my humble opinion. I could be wrong. It is what it is. He's tougher. He's a better fighter than Swiss Cake. I don't really like niggas from Canada. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. He's better than that fool, bro. But yeah, if he runs this cat over, it's a good win for him.
And you're talking about he's also a hard puncher too.
Yeah, he is.
He's a hard puncher.
He's a harder puncher than Swiss Cake. Exactly.
Right. And we saw Berlanga get dropped by a motherfucker that wasn't as hard as a puncher as Angulo. So it's fight. Keep your eyes on that. Then you have Hiroto Kyoguchi putting his WBA super title on line against Esteban Bermudez for the WBA regular. This is part of that WBA belt consolidation. Another good fight, man. That's another good fight. I think Hiroto Kyoguchi should win, but he's been out for over a year and a half. So, you know, do you think Bermudez has a chance?
Yeah, he's got a chance. But Hiroto Kyoguchi is one of the best talent down there at the bottom of the smaller divisions. I won't say the bottom divisions. I actually had him on the Three Kings top 10 list, but that the inactivity and then the opponent he's fighting next, because I wanted him to unify with Ken Shiro. You know what I'm saying? They've been talking about that unification for a minute now and shit, and the shit never happened. It was actually on the docket, then they took it off due to COVID and then never revisited. You know what I'm saying? Then Ken Shiro ended up fucking losing, but then got the shit back.
Right.
So I'm like, y'all not going to talk about it still, but I had to take him off that list. He was at number 10 briefly. Had to take him off of there. But he's that good. You know, when he beat Hecky Butler was the lineal champion down there. Now he's the lineal champion at 108, and he's the WBA champion. Lord Zoe gonna like that shit that I said that shit. But he is. You know what I'm saying? You consider a lineal champion, you got to consider Hiroto Kyoguchi at 108. He's that good.
Yeah. Real quick point of note. I remember when Kyoguchi was fighting Hickey Butler and Mike Wilson, me and talking about. I said, man, Hickey Butler gonna win. Mike thought I had lost my goddamn mind.
We both did. I told you he
right, you should did. Yeah, y'all thought.
We both, me and Mike had Kyoguchi beating Hickey Butler.
Motherfucker told me, hey man, you just said it because you interviewed that nigga.
That's what we were saying, yup. Man, you interviewed Hickey Butler, nigga. There's some emotion. There's emotion in that pick. That's what that shit was, man.
Real talk. What up? Shout out to all you motherfuckers doing that Glee shit. Y'all killing me with that shit today.
Man, y'all better. Hey, I'm about to start. Where's my block button? I'm about to start blocking all you niggas with that Glee shit.
We fucking was with that Glee shit. All right, then of course you got a title eliminator. You got Richard Rioport fighting Fabio Turchi.
Wait. You said Richard Rioport.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, Richard Rioport.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to remember who the fuck Richard Rioport is.
That cruiserweight.
Oh, this nigga.
Oh, you motherfucker. That nigga right there.
Yeah, that nigga right there. Yeah, he's fighting this weekend. Yeah.
Hopefully you don't come dressed like that.
No. I am not losing to anybody who fucking moves like this, bro. I don't lose to no man that moves like this. His opponent, hopefully he saw these pictures on Google, because that nigga should be motivated after seeing this shit right here, bro. Look, Chris Billiam Smith won his rematch. Sad, bro.
Shit, Chris Billiam Smith, Tommy McCarthy.
Right, they won their rematch because of that shit, bro.
Well, he's in the IBF title eliminated. Funny thing about it is, I'm trying to figure out how's this IBF title eliminated. One nigga's ranked 11, one nigga's ranked 12. What, you can get no niggas higher in your ranking.
You can get no niggas higher. But that's the shit the IBF be doing. You know, them niggas will have the first 2 or first 3 fucking spots vacant.
Yeah.
And then name an eliminator. Like, why don't you just make the niggas that are 3 and 4 1 and 2? That shit kills me. You got number 1 vacant, number 2 vacant, and then mandate number 3. Or have an eliminator between 3 and 4. Just make them niggas number 1 and 2. Makes no fucking sense.
That's how they move, man. You know that.
I'll never get it, bro.
That's how the niggas move.
Yeah, this ain't no fucking this ain't no surprise IBF doing this stupid shit, man.
No, it's not. Then of course, I want to say I think one fight, my sleeper fight that I'm gonna pay attention to, Chris Too Slick Congo taking on Sebastian Formella. Here's the reason why.
Yeah,
it's fucked up because Congo only got 1 loss, but his loss came to Mikey the Problem McKinson. That's right. That was a big like that put damn near a halt to his fucking momentum.
Yeah.
Okay. Now for Bella, who has fought on the world level, he's lost to Conor Benn, he's lost to Sean Porter, kicked his ass completely out the fucking rankings. 35 years old with 2 losses. If Forbella loses, he's probably done. But if Congo loses, he could probably be stuck on the domestic level for a minute because they'll be like, hey man, you're not ready for that level. If Formella loses, it's like, nigga, you couldn't be the domestic fighter? Like
well, Formella, nobody cares about Formella. He was never really on. Sebastian Formella's name came about because he was a tune-up for Sean Porter.
Exactly.
So nobody ever cared about Formella, and nobody cares about him today. So if he loses, hey, what the fuck? He goes back to goddamn Poland or whatever the fuck he's from. Nobody cares. But Chris Congo, on the other hand, yeah, if he can't beat Formella, then yeah, he's stuck on the domestic level. So this is a must-win for Chris Congo.
Yep. All right, let's jump right on into it. All right. Hiroto Kyoguchi is returning to the ring. We just mentioned that he's coming back. I want to ask you this one question, man, because Kyoguchi, 2 divisional champion. He was off a year and a half, man. When you look at Kyoguchi, he should be on the pound for pound list. He should be a fighter that we should be talking about at the lower weight division. What can he do in this fight with Bermudez that can get the buzz going about him?
Well, I mean, he needs to knock him out, but he needs to unify. Like, Naoya Inoue didn't get any buzz on him, right? Even after he was the first person to knock out Omar Narvaez, right? Omar Narvaez had previously lost to Nonito Donaire, but didn't get knocked out. And he only lost to Nonito Donaire because he moved up in weight, right? Mm-hmm. Inoue went to Omar Narvaez's weight and knocked him the fuck out, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was in like 2 rounds on top of that.
Yeah, so, 2 or 3 rounds. I didn't go the distance. I know that.
Yeah, no, definitely didn't go to. He didn't even go 5 rounds. But in a way, was like a fucking a 3 division champion, and still didn't have the buzz around him like he should have. It was that one fight at 115 where he fought on the HBO undercard, right? That's when he had the buzz. But then but since he didn't look that good in that fight, people are like, oh man, all these guys over here ranking that that Japanese dude, you know what I'm saying? Like he's somebody. He sucks. It wasn't until Top Rank signed him when he won the WBSS that he got his buzz. So you got to think about that. This motherfucker went through 3 divisions, right? From 108 to 115, a multi-division champion, right? And didn't get the buzz until he got to 118 after he had already been a 2-division champion, beating the shit out of motherfuckers in 2014 that should have got him Fighter of the Year over Terrence Crawford. But nobody knew who he was.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, by the way, he was doing this in like under 15 fights, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's another key point, too.
Still didn't get the buzz until after he beat until he won the WBSS. So in that situation, Hiroto Kyoguchi is going to have to do the same thing. Those two are friends. So Naoya Inoue is going to have to counsel Kyoguchi and say, hey, dog, this is what I had to do to get that top rank spotlight on me. So this is the same shit you got to do. So what he needs to do is he needs to pick them top names, not no Esteban Bermudez. He needs to pick them top names at 108, right? Try to unify. If he can't unify with Ken Shiro, because that's the one, go to 112, get Charlie Edwards, right? Cesar Martinez, Julio Cesar Martinez, get him. Look for those guys at 112. Those type of wins will catapult him, right? Because they have somebody behind them called DAZN. And what will happen is Hiroto Kyoguchi probably gets that his name on a signature for the DAZN contract if he decides to do that. But that's what he's got to do. He's got to unify. Then he's got to move up and try to get those bigger names. Then he'll get his name, considered as a possible pound for pound candidate.
You know what? Those are very good points, and you're absolutely right, because think about it. Although he took an L, that's kind of the same thing that happened to Kosei Tanaka. Moving up in division, winning titles. But when you come in to get that spotlight on you, you got to unify. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get people talking about your name. And right now, unifications and undisputed, that's the fastest way to get everybody talking about you right now. Because they're happening. I mean, they were happening so rare. Now they're happening so frequent that everybody's talking about it. So I definitely agree with you, man. If he can't get a unification at 108, move up to 112, like you said, Charlie Edwards would definitely fight him. Julio Cesar Martinez gave us a good showing against Roman Gonzalez, although he was outclassed. But the fact that he gave us that good showing, right? So definitely agree with you 100%, man. Go up in weight and unify. All right.
Hold on a second. So what do you? Yeah. Give me a second, nigga. So what the situation with Kosei Tanaka, he was well on his way.
Mm-hmm.
He just lost to Kazuto Ioka. His name was already being talked about. And there was some people or some organizations out there that had him on pound for pound list. He just lost to Ioka. If he would have beat Ioka, he would have been probably a lower end pound for pound fighter right now. You see what I'm saying? Or at least, I think Stevenson's win and Haney's win probably would have knocked him out. But around that time, he would have been a lower end pound for pound fighter. No doubt about it. And the reason why he moved up from, I believe, 105, and he was a multi-division. Actually, Kosei Tanaka tied
Vasyl
Lomachenko's record for the fastest to become a 3-division champion. And nobody was talking about that because they don't know who Kosei Tanaka is. They're, oh man, Vasyl Lomachenko beat Jeff Finnick's record. And I made a fucking video. I said, yeah, Vasyl Lomachenko did beat Jeff Finnick's record, but so did Kosei Tanaka.
Sure
Kosei Tanaka beat Sho Kimura, became the WBO champion. That made him a 3-division champion. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So he was also the same amount of fights as Lomachenko. They both tied for that record, but nobody mentioned Kosei. So if he would have beaten Kazuto Ioka, though, that would have put him up there. But he just lost that fight. Hiroto Kyoguchi can't lose.
You know what? I'm glad you explained that, because I didn't go deep into it, and I should have. And you're right, because when you look at the guys he fought, he fought top guys. He just happened to have lose to another top good guy in Kazuto Ioka. You know, that nigga with the braids and smoking the
That nigga smoke weed, drink Hennessy. That motherfucker be in the strip club. I'm sorry, bro. He got them. Man, that nigga's cornrows are way better than a lot of niggas I seen, dog. Man, who did this motherfucker's cornrows, man?
You're 100% right with that. All right, next we got Trevor Bryant. He out here in them streets.
Yeah, he is, man.
Damn, he don't get it in them streets.
No.
This nigga 2K.
Trevor Bryant don't get that, bro.
Wait a minute, dog. Trevor Bryant can't get it in these streets, man.
Nah, man. Trevor, I don't even know. Listen, man, he barely got an opportunity to be talked about, man. Why he's being talked about is because this nigga does some ridiculous shit that needs to be addressed. That's the only reason.
This nigga said that Daniel Dubois quit against Joe Joyce. Well, I'm on a whole different level than Joe Joyce.
Oh, jeez. On it. Wait, he said he didn't say he was on the same level. He said he was on a different level than Joe Joyce.
No, he said he's on a different level than Joe Joyce.
Well, he's right. He's several fucking levels below.
He's
man, Trevor Bryant is a D level fighter, bro. Straight up. Y'all know I don't like to go below C level, bro. Y'all know that. I be talking about niggas. I'm like, yeah, he's a C level. And then I'll even come back and say, at best, C plus. I do that shit all the time. I try to get niggas a benefit. Yeah, I try to get a benefit of the doubt, bro. Yeah, he's a C level fighter. But, you know, at best, he's a B minus. I do that all the time, dog. But with Trevor fucking Bryant, exactly. And I'm about to fuck your name up again, but you, my nigga, Vasyl Hoya. Exactly. That nigga is a D-level fighter, and probably, nigga, that's at best. He's really an F-level fighter. Trevor Bryant, sorry to the motherfucker, man. This nigga struggled with the Bermain Stavern that Deontay Wilder made due to fucking limbo, man. He struggled with that one. Are you kidding me? Man, if Daniel Dubois don't knock this nigga out within 2, I'm going to be looking at Daniel Dubois like, Exactly.
You gonna get that motherfucker that look that your mama will give you when you try to explain something you full of shit.
Exactly.
Your mama,
we don't believe you, nigga. That's the look I'm gonna get at motherfucker, bro.
The only thing he said that I do somewhat not gonna agree with, but I feel what he's saying is typically with a fighter, it's typically labeled, hey, once you quit, you're labeled always a quitter.
Yeah.
Right? Now, here's the thing. I don't believe that Trevor Bryant is going to take Daniel Dubois into the same type of situation that Joe Joyce took him into. I've seen this nigga's jab. It's horrible. I mean, if you want to call that a jab, I've seen this nigga jab. It's fucking horrible. You know what I'm saying? This nigga throw a punch and his titties are flying all over the fucking place.
That nigga got some serious D cups. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Where the Pornhub at, man? That nigga need to go sign a contract with them D cup titties, man.
Right?
Ain't no goddamn sense. I despise fat athletes, nigga. I'm sorry. I fucking despise them, nigga. I hate a fat ass athlete. You play football and you on the fucking line, nigga. Stop eating, nigga. Get in the gym. That goddamn difficult.
So I'm with you, man. I'm looking at Daniel Dubois like, hey, dog, if there's ever a moment in your life where you need to, goddamn it, whatever you need to fucking do to make sure you win, this is that moment. Because understand, if Daniel Dubois loses to Trevor, especially if he gets knocked out, he's done. He's done. You can't come back from this.
Man, listen. Daniel Dubois can't even get a regular full-time job if he gets knocked out.
That is so
if he loses to Trevor Bryant, nigga, it's gonna be like, all right, we'll let you in over here, man. You know, Home Depot's hiring, nigga. But if he gets knocked out, nigga, this nigga gotta get part-time jobs only. They won't get this nigga 40 hours a week, man. I'm just saying, bro. If all the motherfucking managers trying to hire this nigga at my motherfucking spot, I'm not giving that nigga 40 hours. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see you, Lou. You get knocked out by Trevor Bryant. I don't want to see this nigga. Yeah, man. Get that nigga 20 hours a week and make him work overnight nigga, while I'm at home. He work overnight.
Oh, my man Lloyd Zoe said, if the fight's still going after 4-round, DDD need to go sell drugs.
Hell yeah. That nigga need to get on them. Yeah, he need to get in there. Now we can give it to him. He in them streets.
He in them streets.
That's what he gonna be, dog. You gonna see big ass 6'5", whatever the fuck that nigga is, 260 pounds, Daniel Dubois on the corner, nigga. If he lose to Trevor Bryant. Fuck out of here, man. It's easy, super easy work for Dubois, man. This is super easy work, man.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll see.
Things that happen, dog.
All right, man. I'm on a level. I'm on a different level than Joe Joyce. Nigga, I had to clean my ears out with a Q-tip. That shit,
man. I'm surprised. Listen, I know he the WBA regular champion. I'm just surprised this fight even took place. Like, even Don King, remember he was talking all that shit after he beat, I don't even remember fucking who he beat. Don't try to think about it, bro. Don't worry about it.
Because it wasn't Char, the nigga that took the belt. It wasn't that nigga.
Char. I don't even remember what fucking nigga beat. But he was talking all this shit about Dubois and trying to fight Usyk. Remember that? He was talking shit about Usyk. And he's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm the next man in charge. Nigga, Don King even was like, you know, there's some things we got to go back and even Don King didn't have your back at the end of that interview. There's some shit we got to work on. But if he stay in the gym and he keep working, then yeah, man, the sky's the limit. Basically, that nigga said, no, you know, nigga, you're not the next nigga in charge. We got a long way to go, motherfucker. That's what he said. Translation.
That's fucked up. All right, man. All right, man. All right, so cross-dresser stocking panties. I'm sorry. I mean, Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya is out here, dog. He's talking mad shit, trying to rewrite history, and this is what I mean by it, right? So he's saying he's trying to get the Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight next if Ryan Garcia get past Javier Fortuna. Now, Oscar is claiming that if the fight don't happen, it's because of Al Heyman. Now, understand something, right? And this is what I want y'all to understand right here, okay? Tank had already agreed to fight Garcia. It was Garcia who decided to, you know, go from Pacquiao to jerking off to being depressed, whatever, you know, whatever this motherfucker did. You know what I'm saying? Giving up the ass, whatever this motherfucker did. It was Garcia that walked. Tank had already said, we're going to fight. It was Garcia that walked away from that fight, right? Understand, Jaime Munguia was going to fight Charlo. To Oscar Thomas, well, his own got to be part of it. Showtime was footing the bill for this fight, right? See? So also understand one more thing, because I want you guys to follow me right here. Okay, fuck the fact that Plant, he talking about he don't want to make big fights. Okay, well, fuck the fact that we had Plant versus fucking Canelo Alvarez, we had Floyd versus Pacquiao, Porter versus fucking Crawford. You know, AJ career kicked off of fighting, you know, Martin, Brazzelli, and Molina, and 3 fights of Deontay Wilder Molina. No, fuck that. You guys got to think on a 3-dimensional level. The reason why Oscar's saying this, because Oscar is about to make an offer for the fight. But it's going to be a bullshit offer like, okay, man, 50-50 split. No. Ain't no 50-50 split for tanking no motherfucking Ryan Garcia. No. That's exactly, I guarantee Oscar going to try to come out, we want a 50-50 split for the fight. You'll make more money you ever made, but we want 50-50 split. No. Ryan Garcia is already a pay-per-view fighter. Not Ryan Garcia, I'm sorry, Tank Davis.
What?
And what a nigga, what old boy to slap yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga.
Yeah. Man, I had that motherfucking clip on here too. I think I deleted that shit.
I think, yeah.
That's my shit right there, man.
Right. Tank Davis is already a pay-per-view star. Tank Davis is already being viewed. You got people talking about he should be on a pound for pound fucking list. Tank Davis sold anywhere between 250 300,000 for fucking Rolly Romero, right? So Oscar he's setting y'all up to say 50-50 split to make it look like Tank's gonna make all this motherfucking money, not knowing it's not a 50-50 split. Tank is the fucking A side. See, so that's why he's saying is because that's Floyd Mayweather when it comes to fucking Tank Davis. That ain't got nothing to do with Al Heyman. That's Floyd. Remember when Floyd said, "No, we not fighting no fucking Lomachenko." You know, remember that shit?
Yeah. I mean, it's all in house. Al Heyman is a part of that, but you're right. It's mostly Floyd and Leonard Ellerby that have control over that. You know, that fight happening, not happening, etc.
Exactly, man. So although I get what Oscar's trying to say, but understand he's trying to blindside y'all by saying, "Oh, he don't want to make the big fights," because he already know whatever offer he come with, them niggas gonna look at him and say, nigga, please.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, man. Listen, man. I saw a social media post from Oscar De La Hoya, and this should wrap this bullshit up right here. This nigga said, "I was just offered 7 figures to sell Golden Boy Promotions. What should I do?" The first comment on that motherfucker, "Hey, champ, you should sell it and put it up your nose." That should wrap this up right there. Who gives a fuck what Oscar says? Moving on.
Nigga let me go on that nice little soliloquy. Moving on. Nigga got right to the point. I'm throwing jabs and jab. Nigga, right hand, fight over.
Exactly, bro.
All right, man. Oh, this next topic is finna make niggas mad right motherfucking here. Woo! Demetrius Andrade clowns Canelo Alvarez. He say, "Nigga never won. Nigga didn't fight me. Talking about somehow I'm a terrible fighter. This nigga got beat by an average motherfucker and Demetrius Bivol." Although we know Demetrius Bivol isn't average, right? And we know what he's trying to say, but
I know exactly what he's saying.
Go ahead, Prodigy, break it down.
The motherfucking game plan that beat Canelo was average. Jab, jab, straight right hand, up, up, up. The same way that fucking Haney beat Kambosos. What makes it even worse is that we never rated Kambosos high, right? So that was expected.
His IQ, nothing.
Yeah, we didn't rate Kambosos high. We ain't never been on any show before and after Kambosos fucking beat Teofimo Lopez and said that Kambosos was a high level for. We never said that shit. We maintained from the beginning that Kambosos was just hoarding those belts for Devin Haney. We maintained that shit. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, Canelo loses the same fucking way, but he is a high-level fighter. So Demetrius Andrade is correct in what he says. He just didn't say it correctly. What he should have said was, "Dog, you lost to an average game plan, nigga. Jab, right hand, back up, throw an angle so the nigga can't, close distance. Jab, straight right hand, up, back up, another angle, jab, straight right hand. You lost to that! You're supposed to be number 1 pound for pound." Andrade is 1,000,000% correct, dog. Not that he lost to an average fighter. Nigga lost to an average game plan, dog. Crazy shit, man.
Well, here's the fucked up thing to me about it, right? Because everybody always want to tell you, well, who's Andrade's fault? Who's Andrade's fault? Who the fuck is Bivol fault? Like, because people always say, who's Andrade's fault where you think he can compete with Canelo or he deserved Canelo? Well, who did Bivol fight that showed y'all he would do that shit?
He beat Cedric Agnew, nigga. Stop.
Yeah, he beat Cedric Agnew, right?
He beat Samuel Clarkson, nigga. Come on now.
No. He beat former number 1 contender, the great Sullivan Barrera.
Right.
The 3rd best Cuban fighter.
Old ass, doped up Jean Pascal, too, by the way. Don't forget him neither.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He beat them niggas. Craig Richards. All of those guys prepared him for Canelo. Yep. So if Andrade wants a shot, he's going to have to fight guys like Cedric Agnew and Samuel Clarkson and Sullivan Barrera, too. Fuck out of here, man.
Shit, I thought he did in fucking Jack Coquet and Jason Quigley.
Jason Quigley.
Yeah.
Jack Coquet is better than both Cedric Agnew and fucking Samuel Clarkson.
Yep.
Put together.
Yeah.
Put together.
And from a skill set standpoint, although he didn't win a title, I can look at Vanez Monterrosa and say, man, that nigga's on the same level as John Pascal. I don't think Pascal won a title.
That version of Monterrosa is a better fighter than Jean Pascal. Jean Pascal was sloppy as fuck, man. And that's why I didn't understand why what's his name? Chad
Bernard
Dawson
Hopkins.
lost that fight. I was so fucking mad, nigga.
Oh,
Fight back in 2009, I think it was.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing? This nigga sliding all over. This nigga lost to Carl Froch, nigga. Jean Pascal lost to Carl Froch before Carl Froch was anybody, right? Because Jermaine Taylor made Carl Froch.
Yeah, right. He did.
And he lost to Carl Froch before that. So what are you doing losing to fucking Jean Pascal? That's why whenever Bernard Hopkins took that bout, I was like, easy work. You know what I'm saying? Easy work. That's what happened. So, no, Jean Pascal was never a high-level fighter. Sloppy as fuck. He was on roller skates, too. The nigga just had fast hands. Footwork was terrible, man. I remember seeing, it was actually the Dawson fight. Nigga threw a right hand and damn near crumbled out the ring, nigga. He has no feet. Never had good footwork. He's on skates. He just had fast hands.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Monterrosa at 154, the undefeated Vanez Monterrosa at 154, he was a better fighter than Jean Pascal.
Yeah.
He was just in a big time fucking division. He had to fight fucking Lara, Jamel Charlo, Demetrius Andrade. That's how he didn't become a champion. That division was fucking stacked. Meanwhile, nigga, light heavyweight at that time had Adrian Diacanu. Get the fuck out of here.
Who was that nigga that Bernard Hopkins was mandated to fight when he was trying to fight fucking your boy the Jamaican cat Adonis Stevens, and it was some dude that IBF wanted him to fight. Like, man, I never even heard of this guy. Who the fuck is this nigga? Light heavyweight was hurting, dog.
Bernard, fucking what's his name? I can't think of his name. The cat that got the gift decision against Gabriel Campillo, Beirut Shumanov. This nigga, Bernard Hopkins, 98 years old, took the title off Beirut Shumanov, man. Come on, man.
I remember that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Light heavyweight was whack as fuck, nigga, around that time. Garbage. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he moved up to 175, because when Carl Froch beat him at 168, he said, shit, I can't beat Froch. Let me go to 175. Fuck out of here, man. Vanez Monterrosa is a better fighter than that guy.
Yes, he is. But, you know, here's something that I want you guys to understand, because a lot of y'all is going to give Andrade should clown Canelo. Because Canelo Canelo refused to fight him. Then cherry picked, as my man Prodigy said, a cherry pick that went wrong in Demetrius Bivol. He should clown that motherfucker. Like, he should. Like, see, dude, you avoided me, hell, and then you cherry picked your way into a motherfucking loss. Yes, I'm gonna clown you. Because I've been facing you over 2 fucking divisions.
That nigga ducked himself into a loss, nigga.
Yep.
That's exactly what he did. Duck right into a trap, you stupid motherfucker. That's exactly what he did. I don't want to hear shit from Canelo saying that Andrade got to do this. Nobody ain't got to do shit, nigga, because you'll lose to basic fucking fundamental game plans, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And now if you saw that, you know why he never wanted to fight Andrade at 154, bro.
1,000% the fucking truth, because Andrade would have been it would have been way obvious. Like, it was super obvious with Bivol. It would have just been way obvious with Andrade, because Andrade, in my opinion, is a better boxer, and he's a better athlete with better footwork than Bivol.
Yeah, Bivol is a good fighter, but yeah, Andrade has much more in the tools, and he's a southpaw. You know what I'm saying? Much more in the tool chest, and he's a southpaw, bro. At the end of the day, Canelo was one belt away from undisputed. All he had to do was fight Demetrius Andrade for the WBO strap at 160. He would have been undisputed at 160. He chose not to do that. Why? Because he didn't fight anybody? That's really the fucking excuse we're gonna go with. Well, he didn't fight anybody before that. Well, neither did Caleb Plant, neither did fucking Billy Ho, and neither did fucking Callum Smith. Billy Ho basically fought Andy Lee, and that's it.
That's it. And that was how long ago?
Right. And definitely fucking Bivol didn't fight nobody either.
No.
And due to Mukabu, he was trying to get. None of them niggas fought anybody, bro. He could have just fought Andrade for undisputed at 160. But he's scared. So fucking obvious, man. And they were both on the zone. Exactly. I'll call you Alex right now, dog. Yeah, exactly. Both of them are fucking on the zone. There's no excuses for that, man. No, nobody can tell me shit about Canelo not fighting Andrade at 160 for the goddamn undisputed title. Nobody can fucking tell me shit about that.
Not at all. Because, as a matter of fact, right after he fought Daniel Jacobs, the motherfucker went up. If I'm not mistaken, that's when he fought. It was either Rocky Fielding or
Rocky Fielding was way before that. When he beat fucking
Daniel Jacobs,
he moved up to 168. He moved up to 168, man.
Yeah, Rocky Fielding.
He went to 175.
He went up to Kovalev.
Came down and went to 168.
Yep, he went up there and fought Kovalev because, you know, a lot of y'all like say, well, the IBF stripped him. Yeah, the IBF stripped him because the motherfucker went to 175 to fight Kovalev and didn't fight his fucking Mando. And as a matter of fact, not only did he fight his Mando, he let the time expire when he was supposed to put the paperwork in to give him an extension. How do I know that? Because I called the IBF and got that fucking information. That's how Gennady Golovkin got the title back, because they stripped him. So you're 100% right. This motherfucker, you don't listen. You don't forget. Canelo Alvarez knows the sport of boxing. You don't forget to send paperwork in, man. You don't forget to do that. You don't forget. Oh, let me send my paperwork in. You don't forget to do that. He did it on purpose because he knew. Well, I'm done here. Oh, my job's done here. Exactly. Hey, you can go for undisputed. Fight Andrade. Oh no, man, my job's done here, man. I'm going up.
Like Andrade's never done anything. Like, for example, like the Charlos don't want to fight Andrade because Andrade pulled out of that fight with Jamel back in 2014, right?
Yeah.
So it's a stupid ass reason, but at least there is a fucking reason, right? Canelo has no reason.
No.
He's just not fighting Andrade. And there's no reason. There's no reason in terms of like Andrade fucked up the money previously. None of that exists. He just doesn't want to fight the guy. And he's citing, you're terrible. You haven't fought anybody. I'm sorry, but neither did Caleb Plant and Callum Smith, man. Yes. They didn't fight nobody either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like 168.
I'm a better fighter than both of those guys. That's why.
Hell, at 168, I say Billy Joe Saunders didn't fight nobody. She fat? Really?
Just leave it alone. I'm going to leave Billy Ho alone because I don't want niggas coming back with this Andy Lee shit. But what we do know is that Caleb Plant and Callum Smith did not fight anybody. And I've already broke that down in another video. Andrade's resume is better than both of their resumes. So he didn't want to fight Andrade because he's too tough of a fighter, man. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Fucking obvious, dog.
And he like we said, he cherry picked his way into an L, nigga.
Exactly.
And cherry picked his way into a motherfucking L. All right, man. The undisputed, true, real, no fake, no phony, and actual real undisputed lightweight champion, Devin Haney. This motherfucker is out. Hey, Devin is flexing. There's a lot of shit to talk about Devin. Devin is out here flexing, right? First off, Devin is pretty much told Ryan Garcia. He gave Ryan Garcia, man, fuck you. He gave Ryan Garcia the finger. Man, fuck Ryan Garcia. I don't care about him, man. I want serious legacy fights. Lomachenko and Gervonta Tank Davis. I give mad props for calling that out. I actually think, well, we already know that Lomachenko, whenever the situation with the war take place, that shit might actually happen, right? He's going to fight him. But Devin Haney is out here. He's like, hey, man, y'all want me to fight this nigga in a rematch also? Then my father bet not have no problem with his fucking visa, or fuck y'all. Devin is flexing his motherfucking muscles. But I agree with him. I like the fact he's looking at Lomachenko. He's looking at Gervonta Davis. You are supposed to look for the top guys in your division. Teofimo. When you're saying I'm the man, then you gotta fight the top guys in your fucking division when you become that man. So the fact that Devin Haney could easily be like, I want a light touch. No, he's like, no, man. I want legacy fights. I want Gervonta Davis. I want motherfucking Lomachenko. And here's the thing about it, I want y'all to understand. He's been calling for them niggas. He ain't just started. He been calling for them niggas. And what was the thing about him? He's an email champion. He ain't done that. Well, now he's undisputed. What's the problem? What's the problem? Bring it on. What's the problem? Right? Bob Arum's already got the nigga under a 3-fight contract. One of the fights already happened, which is, Kambosos. So what's the problem? Man, get this shit out of here, man. Devin, I want to see Devin Haney and Tank Davis. I want to see Devin Haney, Lomachenko. I want to see Devin Haney all the top lightweights. I don't care about no fucking Ryan Garcia, nobody else. I want Davis. I want Lomachenko, man. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, I want to go back to what you said about him flexing his muscle. And see, that's the problem I got. You can't flex too hard, man, when you sign the fucking rematch clause. You see what I'm saying?
Good point.
And the rematch clause is not in your favor. So even though he's undisputed champion right now, he can't. There's really no flex that he has. He has to honor the rematch clause. Really, the ball is in Kambosos' court, and whether or not he wants to exact that immediate rematch. If he decides he doesn't want to, then Devin can do all the flexing and shit he wants to, like Flex Wheeler. But other than that, while this motherfucking rematch clause is still active, that nigga's got to adhere to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
At the end of the day, say all the shit he wants, but he still got to rematch this nigga if he wants to rematch. But that being said, and we said this before on the last show, I don't fucking want to see a rematch. Don't give a shit about a rematch. I don't give a fuck if George Kambosos fucking fought 2 niggas and came back. I still don't want to see a rematch. You know what I'm saying? What was that clip that you had me saying? Because the goddamn coach was like, yeah, all we got to do is just take Haney's jab away from him. Wait a minute, you're saying that now, nigga? After the fight? What's the clip, man?
Hold on, let me see if we got it here.
After the fucking fight, this nigga saying, Haney, listen.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Look, Devin Haney, listen, man. I can't wait to see this fucking fight, bro.
I can't. That ain't it. Damn, where it was right here.
Shit, if it ain't in there, in there. It is what it is.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the day, bro, the fucking coach is basically sitting there saying, we got to take his jab away. Now, I'm telling y'all in the other video, hey, man, this nigga didn't know that Devin Haney was going to jab. You see what I'm saying? I don't want a do-over. If you're too stupid to understand that Devin Haney's base style is to box his opponents, right? Outbox them. It's not to slug them. It's not to try to throw wild hooks, wild uppercuts. It's not to try to fucking close the distance. He'll walk you down, but you got to close the distance on him. It ain't the other way around. That's not his style. His style is to stay on the outside or at mid-range distance and jab you to fucking death until you run into a counterpunch. Rinse and repeat. If you didn't know that about his style until after you got your ass whooped, arguably 12 fucking rounds, and then you come back and say, well, all we got to do is just take the jab away from him. Nigga, I don't trust you'll be able to do it. You should have seen this shit before the fight. Everybody on the fucking planet knew Devin Haney was going to do that. Everybody knew that. What kind of all-star fucking team is this, nigga?
Wait a minute, hold on. Did you say what kind of all-star?
I'm just saying, nigga, George Kambosos' team might be the worst team in boxing, nigga. You didn't know Devin Haney was going to jab? You didn't know that? He might have the worst trainers in boxing. Nope.
God damn.
Not Ruben Guerrero. Nope. Not Teofimo Lopez Sr. Nope. Whoever the fuck his trainer is his dad or some other nigga. I don't care. Don't know. But at the end of the day, they suck. Talking about, well, we just need to take the jab away from him in the rematch. You need to take the jab away from him before the first fight. Jesus Christ. I don't want no rematch. Fuck that. Man, somebody need to go talk to him. Hey, man, like I said on the other show. Hey, man, that was a bad showing. We got fucked up. We still got some goddamn popularity. Let's go beat up on some other dudes. Then we'll revisit this. That's what they need to go do. Because in an immediate rematch, he's going to get beat worse because now they just figured out he fucking jabs. So that means they don't know anything else about Devin Haney's game, right? So now they're just going to be looking for the jab. They're going to get fucked up a different way, right? So they're going to get beat probably even worse in a rematch. What's going to happen is George Kambosos is going to be a forgotten fighter like Jeff Horn because he's from Australia and nobody gives a shit about fucking Australia. They got to look at the region the nigga's from, dog. If you get big in boxing, you're from Australia, you got to keep that fucking momentum. You see what I'm saying?
Agree.
Jeff Horn went away. This nigga disappeared after he lost to Terrence Crawford, and then this nigga got buried 6 feet deep when he lost to Michael Zarafa. And then he got buried another 6. They dug this nigga up.
They sure did.
And fucking dug 6 more feet deep when he lost to Tim Tszyu. We don't even know if this nigga's even fucking retired or not. Did he retire? Is he still active? We don't know. And this was once a dude that beat Manny Pacquiao. Whether or not you thought he won or he lost, or it was a draw, doesn't matter. Officially, the nigga beat Manny Pacquiao. Right?
Right.
Now he's nowhere to be seen. If he was in America, it wouldn't have happened that way. Hell, if he was in the UK, it wouldn't have happened that way. He could just stay over there on the domestic level. Because the domestic level in the UK, people watch that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But in Australia, nobody watches it. It's not even aired. Does anybody air that? A domestic level Australian fight? Who fucking airs that? Nobody.
Nobody. Nobody.
That's the thing. Kambosos comes from a region where if you take too many losses in succession, or if you just lose badly, you'll be forgotten. This nigga needs to take whatever popularity he's got left, go fight some other guys, build on that popularity, right? And then probably revisit Undisputed or by that time, maybe Haney's dropped the belts or something, try to fight somebody for a vacant title, whatever the case may be. But he does not need to go on an immediate rematch if he wants his career to continue, bro.
No, and you make a very good point, because when I saw the article, again, go to 3kingsboxing.com. When I saw the article and they was like, well, we have to get past Devin Haney jab. Whoa. Like, I was like, wait a minute. Whoa. How do you look at a motherfucker with a 2.5-inch reach advantage and don't anticipate this nigga to jab, right? And then on top of that, well, then if you're telling us what you got to do you motherfuckers really think you're going to make that adjustment just like that for a fucking rematch?
Right.
I don't believe you. Like,
Nigga ain't not gonna figure it out, bro. Like I said,
I don't believe you.
Now since he got beaten, right? Now it's now we know what he was going to do. Now they're gonna focus on that. Devin Haney's gonna mix it up.
Yep. Yeah, he's gonna come with another game plan. Then what?
Fucking easy money, dog. Take that. Go ahead, take the rematch. Easy money for Devin Haney. Take the rematch. Fuck it. Devin, your dad ain't gonna be there. You don't even need the niggas' instructions, bro. Pops can stay home, watch the fight on TV, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You don't even need it. You don't even need them.
Well, then I tell you, I may ask you this: if he doesn't fight, let's say Kambosos takes our advice, he opts out of this fucking rematch. Say, hey man, you know what, man? I watched that tape. Yeah, man. It was bad. It was bad, right? Because understand, nobody's sitting there, not even his own countrymen is saying, man, we want to see that rematch. They're like,
well, shit, his own countrymen ain't even saying shit. I remember we did George Kambosos post-fight video after he beat Tio. Nigga, we had 8,000 views. Australians coming in. Nigga, I gained like 500 something subscribers off that one video, right? Niggas all over the place. Now this nigga got his ass whooped, right? They're nowhere to be seen. You see what I'm saying? Except this nigga right here, attack backs and you dig, whatever the fuck that means. Maybe he's a motherfucking Kambosos fan. I don't know who the fuck this nigga is. Never seen him before. But apparently with that dumbass comment, he's probably an Australian nigga. If he ain't Australian, he wants to be Australian. How the fuck are we trying to protect Devin Haney from a rematch when when Kambosos got his ass boxed off completely? He barely won 2 fucking rounds. We're not protecting Haney from nothing. I just said, stupid motherfucker. I said, let Haney take the goddamn rematch because it's easy money. I just said that. Fuck it, nigga. Take the money. I'm actually trying to protect Kambosos. If Kambosos' stupid ass want to jump in the fucking rematch, bet. Easy money for Devin Haney. Easy money. And you're going to be mad as fuck in Australia with your goddamn Kiwis or whatever the fuck y'all niggas roll with over there because your goddamn Cam Booty couldn't beat this nigga off of an average game plan. Sorry, motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of my chat. Garbage ass dude.
Wait a minute. An average game plan? Average? The jab. Understand something, right? The jab, of course, we know the jab is the most effective and easiest punch in boxing, right? The jab is really like when the jab is really not even a fucking game plan. You should know to move your fucking head. Don't keep it on this. Like how many times he got hit from round 1 to round 12 with the jab. What do you like? How do you fucking not know at round 5? Well, maybe I should move my head. No, he moved his hands a lot, but that head never. Well, it moved when Haney hit the motherfucker.
That's it.
That's all it did was that right there. Okay, what does Devin Haney have to worry about? Right? Kambosos is not as hard as a puncher as Devin Haney is. He's actually less of a puncher than Devin Haney is. Okay, so Haney ain't got to worry about that. Kambosos' footwork is not like Devin Haney's. He ain't got to worry about that. Kambosos' IQ, we just saw that. It's not like Devin Haney's. Okay, we ain't have to worry about that. Right? We don't have to worry about that. Kambosos' whole team IQ ain't that high. Why? Because the motherfuckers are now saying, we know what we need to do in a rematch, which is get past the simplest punch in boxing, the jab. Well, how do you get past it? Well, you move your head, maybe. Maybe that might help. Keep that
Look, man, Australians are, nigga, and when it comes to boxing, them niggas fourth-class citizens. When it comes to boxing, nobody from Australia really talking nothing, nigga. Ain't nobody ever said, damn, niggas from Australia. Probably when Jeff Finnick was fighting, that's about it, bro.
Oh, man.
And them niggas from Australia, bro. Shit. Nobody. Come on, man. And that's why this was so easy. This is an easy pick. Like I said, we skipped doing the prediction video. Well, I was busy. But even if I wasn't busy, it wasn't a fucking priority. We've been told y'all since Lopez lost to him that Haney was going to dominate this nigga. We've been saying this. Mm-hmm. I also said Lomachenko was going to dominate. Lomachenko would have stopped Kambosos, bro. He would have stopped Kambosos. That actually, the way Haney beat Kambosos, it would have been worse if Lomachenko fought him, bro.
Yeah.
A Lomachenko without this Ukrainian war that's going on, oh my goodness, bro. Styles make fights.
He dances around this nigga.
Oh, nigga.
Like how he did Nicholas Walters?
Yes. Yes. Like, that's why I was like, I mean, we knew, right? Because we've so many videos out there that we made talking about this fight, bro. Like 5 or 6. We said, hey, Vasyl Lomachenko's next because Top Rank had their hands on this shit. We said this, man, right? Then the Ukrainian war happened. Then it became Devin Haney, right? But we were surprised that he was willing to fight Loma. Hell, he was talking about fighting Loma if he beat Haney. He said, fuck the rematch. If I beat Haney, Loma getting this opportunity. Why are you so steadfast and getting your ass knocked out? Like, it's cool. I give him credit, right? It's better than Lopez. Right? In terms of, let me say this, in terms of, because Lopez always wanted Loma, right? He got Loma, he won. But when he got the belts, Lopez said, fuck it. I'm the top nigga. Everybody got to go through me. And people were like, hey, fight this guy. Nope. I ain't fighting nobody. Nope, not him, not him. He kept doing that. Kambosos didn't do that. So I give him credit for that, right? Kambosos, when he got the belt, before he got it, he said, I'll fight Haney. Before he beat Lopez, he said, I'll fight Haney. After he beat Lopez, he said he'll fight fucking Lomachenko. We were kind of like, I thought you said you would fight Haney. But at the end of the day, if he fights Loma instead of Haney, that's cool. I would have been a little upset because I felt like Haney deserved that opportunity. He's got the other belt, right? Mm-hmm. But, if he fought Loma, that's still a good matchup. It's a matchup out of his league, and he's willing to take it. So I would have given him credit for that as well. So I got to give him credit that he didn't do what Lopez did when he got the fucking unification, right? But at the end of the day, there's a such thing as believing too much into yourself, bro. There's a such thing as that. Because when you believe too much into yourself, it's basically like you're overrating yourself, right? Right. And you don't work on the things that you need to fix, right? Things that you need to address that would make you become better at whatever it is that you do. You see what I'm saying? Because you already overrate yourself. Another saying that relates to that is you get in your own way, right? And that's what's happening with George Kambosos after he beat Teofimo Lopez. He should have recognized, he actually knew, right? Because he called Haney a snitch. He said, Haney snitched and told me all this shit that Teofimo Lopez was doing when he should have been training for me. So you already knew Teo was not fully mentally prepared. You already knew this. Mm-hmm. But instead of using that, right, as we said, taking that and understanding, yeah, I beat this motherfucker, hands down, but he still wasn't 100% mentally there. Instead, you overrated yourself. You see what I'm saying? I told you guys, I believe Teo was 35% mentally prepared for that fight. And he still almost beat Kambosos. He still almost beat him.
He did. He sure did.
How the fuck is he going to be? This is before the Haney fight. I said he was 35% mentally prepared and still almost won. How the fuck does he beat Haney? How does Kambosos beat Haney and he barely beat a 35% mentally prepared Teofimo? I said this before the fight. You see? He overrated himself. His team overrated their fighter. They should be like, hey, there's things we need to work on. We need to make sure we work on this shit. Because this guy here, Teo, he's this way, right? He was fucked up mentally. But this guy, Haney, it's not the case. So we got to make sure we're prepared. And they weren't. Why? Because the dumbass team just said, oh, we got to take the jab away from him after the fight.
My thing is, you're saying after the fight, oh, we got to take the jab away. Okay, so what's next after that? You take the jab away, but what's next? Because you know there's other shit Devin Haney can do. Devin Haney can counterpunch. Devin Haney can hit you with the right hand. I mean, there's other things he can fucking do. It ain't just take away the jab. That's it. That's the game plan. No, because Haney told y'all we have several game plans, but there's one in particular we know will work. Who was to think the one in particular was the simplest fucking punch in all of boxing?
I disagree, Chris. He said, I think Kambosos did the work. He just doesn't have higher ceiling than we saw versus emotional, overconfident Lopez. I slightly disagree with that comment. I agree with the ceiling. But the thing is, you adjust based on the fighter that's in front of you.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Kambosos fought Haney the same way he fought Teo, Mickey Bay, Lee Selby, right? You can't fight Devin Haney the same way you fight Mickey Bay and Lee Selby. You can't do that. That's why I say he didn't do the work. That's the only part of your comment I disagree with, right? He didn't do the work because if he did, he would have understood I can't fight Haney the same way I fought those other guys. This is a different caliber of fighter. And it showed. And it's still showing after the fight by his trainer's comments, man.
Exactly. 100% agree, man.
I got something on this Devin Haney because I know you're about to go to the next topic. I got something I want to say about this Devin Haney shit, man. So, you know, we get a lot of stupid motherfuckers that comment shit, right? Like later on and shit, catch playback, say stupid shit, right? So the last show we were talking about Undisputed. Devin Haney is the real, true, you know, undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Well, you got stupid motherfucker came in and said this. Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Lopez had the belts, but he was never considered undisputed. Then Kambosos beats my guy and taken all his belts, but never was considered undisputed. But Haney comes and beats Kambosos and takes all his belts. That was Teofimo's belts, but Haney is now considered undisputed? Nah, hell nah. That philosophy or analogy don't fly. Bruh has to fight and put all them belts on the line and protect those belts to be undisputed. Because if that was the case, them two cats was the undisputed kings before him. So to be calling basically calling dude Haney undisputed, he can't write properly, but he meant to be calling Haney undisputed, you got to defend your titles more than just earn them one time. This is what I say. Boxing fans are some of the stupidest motherfuckers on the planet. First of all, so Josh Taylor wasn't undisputed when he beat Jose Ramirez because he didn't defend the title after that. I mean, he ended up beating Jack Catterall. Mm-hmm. But before the Catterall fight, you're saying he wasn't undisputed. Even though he's got all the belts, hey, bro, you're not undisputed just yet. You got to defend that first. Then, yeah, you're undisputed. Yeah. These niggas are stupid as fuck. That's number one. Number two, this nigga said Haney and Kambosos were undisputed before Haney. No, they weren't because the other
Lopez,
Lopez and Kambosos were undisputed before Haney. No, they weren't because the other three sanctioning bodies didn't recognize either one of those motherfuckers as the WBC champion. When Kambosos was the unified champ, who was the WBC champ, Bo? Hold on. Recognized by the WBA, IBF, and WBO. Who was the WBC champ?
Devin the Dream Haney.
Okay. When Teofimo Lopez was unified, Who was recognized as the WBC champion by the WBA, WBO, and IBF?
The motherfucker who's pitching when you go to lightweight at the WBC, you see standing right in front of you, Devin Haney.
Devin Haney, exactly. That's his name, right? Devin Haney, exactly. That is why Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez were not undisputed, because in order to be undisputed, all 4 sanctioning bodies have to agree on one man being the champion of their organization. Only the WBO, IBF, and WBA super titles were held by Kambosos and Lopez. The WBC title, not franchise, the fucking WBC title, which at this moment in time is still the one that is recognized by the WBO, IBF, and WBA, that champion was Devin Haney. So those other 2 guys were never undisputed. You can go on any fucking list where they list undisputed champions. Devin Haney's the only one listed at lightweight in the 4-belt era. It's not Kambosos and it's not Lopez.
No.
It's Devin Haney, the first of the 4-belt era. I don't like that 4-belt era bullshit. Let's just say this. He's the first undisputed champion since Pernell Whitaker at lightweight. He's not the first undisputed champion since George Kambosos. Nope. He's the first undisputed champion since Pernell Whitaker. Facts, nigga. Get off my fucking page, man. I hate when these niggas come through. So I don't like doing this shit. About to make all my videos private, nigga. Gotta make all my fucking videos private, man.
You know what you should, hey, before you can watch this video, answer the 5 questions. Right. You got it wrong, nigga. You can't watch my video.
But what's even worse than that is the nigga said you're not undisputed unless you defend the belt at least once.
Oh, well, then Canelo's not undisputed then.
Right, Canelo's not undisputed at 168. Everybody's saying he's the first undisputed champion at 168 pounds. And they're also saying he's the first Mexican undisputed champion in boxing history. Well, none of that's true then, based on your stupid-ass logic, because he's got to defend it first. He hasn't done that yet.
Hasn't done it yet. He's not undisputed.
God damn, bro.
Here's what I don't understand, man. There's this thing that's been out for years. It's called Webster's Dictionary. The word undisputed means no disputing your status, place, or level. That's what it means. No disputing that. That's what undisputed means. So if we are disputing Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos being undisputed, then them niggas not undisputed. That's just a fact. Yep. That's common sense. Even more common sense. Well, let's take a gander at the undisputed champions: Josh Taylor, Canelo Alvarez, Jessica McCaskill, Jamal Charlo, or is it Jamel? Make sure I'm saying the right name.
Undisputed.
Jamel, right?
Jamel
Charlo. Okay, Jamel Charlo. Now let's look at some people that's gonna be fighting for undisputed. We know Clarissa Shields is gonna be fighting Savannah Marshall. At some point, we know Chantel Cameron is gonna be fighting. Oh, Franchon Desjardins Cruz. I forgot about her. We know that at some point, Chantel Cameron is gonna fight Kelly Reese for undisputed. You know what all these motherfuckers have in common? None of these motherfuckers have the WBC franchise belt.
That's what I told them too. None of them are holding the franchise title, bro. The only one that has a franchise title out of all the undisputed champions, men and women, is Canelo. And that undisputed title has nothing to do with him being, I'm sorry, that franchise title has nothing to do with him being undisputed at 168, because the franchise title is held at 160.
Yep.
Move on to the next one, man. Fuck this nigga, man. Stupid motherfucker. And then the nigga came in there with that broken ass. You come in there with stupid broken English. You call Teofimo Lopez your fighter. He said that in the comment as well. Nigga, you got flaws and fallacies all over the place, nigga. Pick them up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Pick them up, nigga. Damn, bro. Exactly, that's why I hate talking to boxing fans, man.
Exactly. 100%, man. All right. Naoya Inoue has an extremely easy path to undisputed. This shit, Paul Butler's the WBO champion. No, this shit is so easy, it's not even worth talking about, right? He has an extremely easy motherfucking path to fucking undisputed. However, there is a fight that once he become undisputed, there is a fight for Naoya Inoue to look at that is a mega fight. That is the unified bantamweight champion, Stephen Cool Boy Steph Fulton. Super bantamweight. I'm sorry, super bantamweight champion, Stephen Cool Boy Fulton. That's one hell of a fight. That was something that you mentioned. I was like, oh shit. When I heard you mention, I said, oh shit, that is a mega fight, man. That be one hell, especially after what we saw Naoya Inoue do to Nonito Donaire. That's, I mean, he was like, hey, we're not gonna have a repeat of the first fight. I'm finna go in, I'm finna just demolish this motherfucking dude. Right? Then of course, I like what I saw Fulton do against Daniel Rahman in his fight. Right? It wasn't the same fight as Brandon Figueroa. He just clearly just showed us, hey, he was a better and superior boxer in that fight. You get them two guys in the ring, that is one hell of a fight, man. What do you think about them fighting? And explain to everybody what makes that such a mega fight.
It's a mega fight because the type of fighter that Stephen Fulton is, Naoya Inoue has never fought that style as a professional. Now, as an amateur, we don't know, right? He's a Japanese. He was a Japanese fighter. Had majority of his amateur career was overseas. We don't know. We don't keep track of Naoya Inoue in the amateurs. But as a pro, he's never fought a slick fighter like Stephen Fulton. Never. Slick with his feet, hands, ring IQ. Never seen that, bro. Adrian Hernandez was not that. Omar Narvaez was not that. Nonito Donaire was not that. None of those fighters were that, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's what makes it a super fight, because it'll actually be a style that, in a way, might need to make an adjustment against. See? He only made an adjustment against Nonito Donaire, right? Because Donaire had that left hook, right? That was in the first fight. And that's what ultimately ended up breaking his fucking orbital bone, right? Nonito Donaire's power, right? But that's the only time he's ever had to make an adjustment against power. But against a slick style, right? Heavy or high level ring IQ, fast hands, great punch combinations, great punch placement, can get in and out, can play the ropes, can provide angles. Inoue's never seen that, bro. Never seen that, bro. That makes that matchup a huge fight. And you know what? It's right there. Inoue is going to fucking destroy. Paul Butler. Come here, Paul. Come here, bro.
You got a Sonny.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to put the nigga in a headlock. You knucklehead, you. Rub your knuckle over the top of that nigga dome. Paul, come on now. Listen, dog. You're a paper champion, bro.
Ooh.
You're not even like that good paper, nigga. You that flimsy shit, nigga.
That's fucked up, too.
You know, like napkin. You're a napkin champ, nigga. You can't even write. Nigga, you a toilet tissue champ. You can't even write on that bitch, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If it gets any bit of moisture on it, tears apart. That's what kind of champ you are, Paul Butler. A fucking toilet tissue champ, nigga. You begged the fucking organization to strip the actual champion to give you the belt so you wouldn't have to fight him. Stop it, man. Tissue paper champ, dog. Just give Inoue the belt and spare us the time. We don't need you in the ring getting your fucking face knocked off and shit like you got shot by a double-barrel shotgun, nigga. That's exactly what the fuck would happen, bro. You have absolutely no way to beat Naoya Inoue. You're not good enough. You will never be good enough. Nigga, you couldn't borrow skills from a nigga that is good enough, and you still won't be good enough.
God dang. He can't even buy. He can't take out a loan, nigga.
No. Nope. This nigga can't hit up FAFSA and get a goddamn loan on some skills so that he could beat Naoya Inoue. Nope. He's not good enough. He never will be, dog. Paul Butler is a C-level fighter that was getting ready to lose to John Rio Casimero. If Casimero didn't use the goddamn sauna to lose weight, he would have lost to Casimero. Inoue destroys that nigga, dog. Like, I don't even want to. I won't watch that fight. I will not watch that fight. I told you guys, I love Undisputed. It means there is one true fucking champion. That means nobody can dispute. The word undisputed, by definition, means you can't dispute it, nigga. Nobody can dispute the events that have taken place. That's what undisputed means by definition. So I love when a champion's undisputed because you can't dispute that nigga's greatness, right? But this one right here, I don't want to see it. Not interested. This is the first time in the history of all my years covering boxing, 20 plus something years, 25 plus something years. I don't want to see an undisputed matchup. Not interested.
Yeah, that does
I'm going somewhere else when that fight is announced and it's fucking on television. I'm gonna watch something else, nigga.
You're not gonna waste your electricity bill watching.
Not interested, nigga. I will watch the fucking Powder Puff Girls over that goddamn fucking undisputed fight. Not interested. Paul Butler, please. I'm begging you, dog, as a boxing fan, give up the fucking belt. Just drop it, nigga. Something happened. You just fake an injury. Niggas do it in the NBA and NFL all the time. Just fake a fucking injury, dog. You know what I'm saying? So we can get this goddamn John Riel Casimero versus Naoya Inoue for the vacant WBO title. Please. You're in the fucking way, nigga. He's in the way, bro. Nobody cares about Paul Butler.
Yeah, that nigga.
He's in the fucking way.
That nigga, like, when you see a fine chick, you walk into it, and some nigga be, hey, man, excuse me. Hey, so, baby, what's up?
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro.
That's when that ugly chick think you looking at her and you walking. She go, hello, excuse me. So, baby, what's up?
Listen, man. I'm not in the business to see anybody get hurt. Oh, man, just concede, bro. You're going to get physically damaged, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember that dude King Cat 6 song, whatever the fuck, that mandatory for Josh Taylor before he could fight Jose Ramirez?
Yeah.
And Josh Taylor was like, oh, well, here you go. Here's the left hand. Boom, knock that nigga the fuck out. First round.
Yeah, he did.
That's what's going to happen here. Same shit. If Paul Butler lasts more than one round, kudos to him, man. We didn't think that. We'll give you credit, sir. We didn't think that. You know what I'm saying?
Now we know he took the round off. That's what.
Right. In a way, it was just fucking around. Like, man, I ain't gonna blast the nigga out of here like that. He's paid that hard-earned money. All these people paid that hard-earned money, man. I ain't gonna get the nigga out of here like that, bro.
I'm telling you right now, if the fight went 3 rounds, I guarantee now you know he bet on the fight. He bet. Now you know he bet on the fight. He bet on the fight, nigga. Check his bank account. I bet that nigga bet on the fight.
Exactly. Right, Virtuoso. He said WBO should order Paul Butler to face Casimiro. I don't know why he's even trying. Exactly. They need to order that fight. Like, but Paul Butler told the WBO, I don't want to fight Casimiro. Strip the nigga. And they did it. So they definitely won't order it now. They did it. You see what I'm saying? My problem with this shit is it's in the way. I get it, Marky. He said, fuck it. Let Butler get blitzed and build up the Inoue moving up to super bantamweight fight. I get it. But it's just in the way. Like, Naoya Inoue was like, I'm going to 122, right? He's been saying this.
Actually, you're right. He has. He sure has.
But now, shit, since Butler got the belt, now he's like, fuck it. Give me undisputed. He sees that Butler can't fuck with him. So now, well, 122 can wait. Give me undisputed. You know what I'm saying? You just give me undisputed. Fuck it. It can wait. Well, no, I thought you wanted to go to 122. Did you see who's the WBO champion, nigga? That's why I'm waiting. He said that verbatim in Japanese. He said, do you see, and he said, nigga, do you see who's the WBO champion, nigga? Oh, shit. But before that, he was like, fuck it, I'm going to 122.
He was actually saying that when Okubali had the fucking WBC belt. He was even saying that. Before Naoya grabbed the belt, he was saying that, man, I'm going to 122, man. Fuck this shit.
He was. He sure was. Yeah. Okubali had just beat his brother. He was like, you know, I like to get that fight to avenge my brother's loss, but you know, I'm going to 122. He didn't care about the shit. You know, I can't blame him. Fuck it, nigga. Hey, go ahead, Bob. What this ass what, man? Inoue needs a tune-up before he goes to 122 anyway.
Actually,
go ahead.
Actually had a fight at 122 for your belt at 118. Had a fight at 122 for your belt at 118, nigga. Fuck it.
Nigga, catch weight at 120. Y'all know coming at that. Fuck it. And still be for undisputed at 118. Fuck it, dog. That's what I'm saying, nigga. Fuck it, dog.
Got my warm up. I'm ready for 122.
I'll tell you, man. Fuck it. He needs a tune-up any goddamn way. This would be the first undisputed tune-up in boxing history. Nope, it was not Terrence Crawford and Julius Indongo, because at least Julius Indongo beat two reigning champions in their fucking own backyard. Yep. You see what I'm saying? Before he got to Crawford. This nigga Butler asked to be elevated.
He sure did.
He didn't beat nobody. Jonas Sultan, get that shit out of here.
Sure did.
He didn't beat nobody. This would be the first undisputed tune-up event in boxing history. Fuck it. Always a first for everything. Let's do it. Bring it. He goes to 122. Real talk, man. Like I said, the athleticism, the slickness, the punch placement, the punch combinations, the fast hands, right? The ability to move off the ropes, the ability to judge distance, all of that from Stephen Fulton, Naoya Inoue has never seen in the professional ranks, bro. He has not seen all of that. That is the fight to be made. Not Inoue and MJ. Nope, MJ's been slipping. Nope, not him. Inoue and Stephen Fulton. And Stephen Fulton has made it on, he put it on record. I'll take that fight. He's already said it before. Hell yeah, I can't wait for that, bro.
No, that fight right there, here's the thing, and not only what you're talking about is how that style of Stephen Fulton is something that Naoya Inoue has never seen. The power of Naoya Inoue is something Fulton has never seen. That's what I like about it. Naoya Inoue has power. That power that Naoya Inoue has is something Fulton has never seen, right? Naoya Inoue speed and his ability to close the gap in distance is something Fulton has never seen.
Fulton's seen speed. Yes, he has. That nigga's from Philly.
So you know what? You're right. He's been sparring with cats like Boots and all of them.
Listen, I'm not saying Fulton wins. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is this: what Inoue has been used to from 108 to 118, he has never seen the likes of a Stephen Fulton. It doesn't matter if you think Stephen Fulton's not that good. His style and how he carries out his game plan, Inoue has never seen that before, bro. From 108 to 118. Like I said, amateurs, maybe, but we don't track Japanese amateurs. We don't track them, okay? As a professional from 108 to 118, he has never seen the likes of what Stephen Fulton is able to bring to the ring. Stephen Fulton has seen the likes of what Inoue can bring to the ring as an amateur, and he has seen it in the pros. Not everything that Inoue does. Ring IQ-wise, no. I don't think he's fought anybody as smart as Inoue, right? But he has seen that power, okay? But the more of the advantage is on Fulton because he is the bigger fighter and he's bringing more tools into the ring that Inoue has never fought as a professional.
I'd pay $100 for that motherfucking fight right out the pocket. I'm buying that fight. I don't give a fuck what the undercard could be. Bobo Jones versus Bobo fucking Jones. I'm buying that.
Nigga fight myself.
It could be Bobo Jones versus Bobo motherfucking Jones, nigga. I'm buying that motherfucking fight. I don't care, because when I look at that, this is what we talk about. Like, if you're not gonna go for undisputed, I think we talked about this a while back about how during the Mike Tyson era there was a lot of fights we didn't get, but there were so many bigger fights that we got. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, we're saying, hey man, you know that undisputed is too easy. He's gonna go for it. And he should, right? But this fight right here is the bigger, better fight because you have two young, hungry lions in their fucking prime. This is shit that we need to fucking see, right? Stephen Fulton, I have to admit this right here. It was a totally different Fulton that I saw in that Daniel Roman fight versus that Brandon Figueroa fight. Totally different Fulton because he boxed a different fucking way. He didn't try to lay on the ropes. He didn't try to just counter. And you're absolutely right. This is something that Naoya Inoue has never seen. Naoya Inoue ring IQ, I think his ring IQ is up there, but like you said, in sparring, Fulton has seen that because we know he spars guys like Boutinas. He's over there in Philly sparring those guys right there.
Sparring is not a professional match that you got to fight a nigga for 36 minutes.
That's true too. That's true.
No, he hasn't seen that. Fulton has seen that he's seen the power in the ring. And Chris Boogie is mentioning Brandon Figueroa, which is a good comparison, right? In terms of how Figueroa can bang and how you can close that distance. Figueroa is very good at closing distance. That's why that fight was that close, because of Figueroa's ability to close the distance, right? And Naoya has that same ability. He can box and close the distance. You see what I'm saying? But ring IQ, Stephen Fulton's never fought in a professional title bout for 36 minutes against the ring IQ of Naoya Inoue. Sparring's different. He's never fought a professional match with that kind of ring IQ. No, he's not.
I agree with that. I just think the only reason why I mentioned sparring is because sometimes in sparring you at least get that look at it. But you're right, it's different because sparring isn't 100. It isn't full speed, so it's totally different. So yeah, you're right. Excellent fight. I can't wait to see that. I actually hope they make that fight. I hope if Naoya Inoue becomes undisputed, I hope he does look to go up to 122 pounds, and I hope Fulton is still there to fight him at 122 motherfucking pounds. Fulton's on board. I can see Naoya Inoue being on board with that fight too.
I don't know, man. Listen, I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss a lot of niggas off, but you know, as I've always said so many goddamn times on this show, y'all already know what's about to happen.
I don't give a fuck.
Listen, Inoue ducked Casemiro. If he's ducking Casemiro, he might not fight Fulton. That's a totally different animal. He's bigger, and he's a better fighter than Casemiro. I like Inoue. Listen, man. I said Naoya Inoue was pound for pound in 2015, bro. Lower end. I said Inoue was the 2014 Fighter of the Year, not Terrence Crawford, because Inoue became a 2-division champion in 2014 alone, right? But keeping it a buck, doesn't matter how much I like a motherfucker, keeping it a buck, he ducked Casemiro, man. That fight was on the docket 3 fucking times. And it got canceled because of COVID. He's never tried to revisit it. Casemiro been calling this nigga out day and fucking night, and he's ignored him. Oh, I'm gonna get the Nonito Donaire rematch. Why? Casemiro got a fucking belt too? This nigga said, dude been reading Fox News. Nigga, you don't follow boxing, motherfucker. Fox News ain't got shit to do with boxing, you stupid nigga. Was that supposed to be a joke? Because that shit was whack. Garbage, nigga. Motherfucker, nigga. The fight was on the docket 3 fucking times. Casemiro even stayed in the United States. He stayed in the United States. And Inoue did not revisit that fight again. Casemiro called him out so many fucking times after that fight was canceled 3 times. And didn't even go home to the Philippines because he wanted the opportunity for the fight to get put back on the schedule. He would be ready. And Naoya never revisited the fight. That is facts. Go look it up. It doesn't matter who he can't beat. It doesn't fucking matter. See how stupid these boxing fans are? Even if Casemiro goes outside and loses to a 5-year-old little girl, nigga, at the end of the day, Inoue never revisited the fight. That still does not eliminate that Inoue never revisited the fight. Instead, he fought fucking Des Marinas, Jason fucking Maloney, and Aram Diapan. Who? I'll say it again. Michael Des Marinas, which was a mandatory, so I'll give him a pass on that one. Jason fucking Maloney and Aram Diapan. Who? That's who he fought instead of revisiting the goddamn fight for a WBO title unification because he was WBA and IBF with Casemiro. That's a duck.
Mm-hmm.
Stop dick riding. That's facts, nigga.
Shit, I'm gonna add more to it. I started getting the feeling the nigga was about to duck Nordine Okubali.
Yeah, he didn't rebuild. I mean, Okubali beat the shit out of his brother, and he even said, "Yeah, I would like that fight, but I'm going to 122." Listen, like I said, I knew Naoya Inoue before any of you niggas did. I'm the one that made the video fucking 6-7 years ago talking about why are people talking about Vasyl Lomachenko the way they are and not talking about Naoya Inoue. I made that video, nigga. I made that shit. I put that out there. I've been rocking with Inoue. But I call a fucking spade, nigga. When you pick Jason Maloney over a unification with Casemiro, that's a duck.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't mandated or nothing like that. That was a fucking pick. That's a fucking duck. So I'll continue. Since he ducked Casemiro, he might not fight Stephen Fulton. Because like I said, that's a totally different fucking animal.
Shit. if he listen, well, I'm not gonna argue with you. I mean, the facts you lay it out. If you try to argue, you're just a dumb motherfucker. I'm praying that if he goes to 122, that's the fight.
This nigga's jokes are whack, bro. Why are we getting opinions from Ja Rule? Because I'm that nigga, motherfucker. That's why. Right after you said this, I get this comment right here. Pay attention to the screen, bitch. Because I'm that nigga, motherfucker. That's why. That's why you get opinions from me. I know boxing, bitch. That's why. Anything else, bitch?
Why are we getting opinions from Ja Rule? Well, hey, you're the motherfucker here listening. So what the fuck did I say about yours?
You ain't listening. You ain't got no comeback. You have no fucking argument to nothing I said, but just to call me Ja Rule. That's what's up, nigga. Bet. This nigga first name the same as his last name. Somebody escort this nigga stage left. Get this nigga the fuck out of here.
And call a fat bitch to do it too.
Appreciate you, Michael Raw Harris. Fight.
Well, nigga is in here listening and got the nerve to say, why are we getting opinion? You here? The fuck is you here? Like we ain't sending out the tour. Nigga, we didn't call you. You're motherfucking here listening, man. If you ain't got nothing to come back with, then just shut the fuck up. Like seriously, if we lay out all these facts and you ain't got nothing to come back with, please just shut the fuck up. It's simple. Just be quiet. Save yourself the embarrassment. You see what I'm saying? Save yourself. When I sat right here and I said, hey man, when I said what I said about sparring, right away, well, sparring is different than fighting. That's a fact. Can I argue that? No. You're Ja Rule, like calling it, name calling, nigga. Are you 12? Are you 12? Name calling. Are you 12? 2? I mean, your balls ain't dropped yet. Oh, I got it. Mom and daddy's not at home. And you're on the internet. You're supposed to be on punishment. Then get this nigga the fuck out of
here. Anyway, man, like I said, man, we're not on here. We're not on here just talking shit about niggas, man. Everything we say can be fucking looked up. I tell you guys this shit all the time. I'm not just on here saying stupid shit because I want to say stupid shit. No, bro. If I'm telling you something and you don't believe me, that's fine. Go fucking look it up. I tell you this all the time. Go look it up. You don't have to believe what 2K says. Go fucking look it up. 9.999 times out of 10, nigga, I'm spitting facts. that 0.1% or 0.0001%, right, is me clowning a nigga for fucking entertainment, comedy. I might say some shit on there that ain't facts. That's it. But everything I say, everything Bo says can be looked up. Hell, if Bo's wrong, correct the nigga right here on the show, and vice versa.
And if we both wrong, motherfuckers in the chat has no problem letting us know.
Exactly. But like I said, I mean, if Inoue beats Paul Butler, becomes undisputed, right? Because this is gonna be my next point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pound for pound, right? Because you got a lot of people are talking about Naoya Inoue should be number 1 pound for pound, right? Mm-hmm. So this is the top 10 list we got on 3kingsboxing.com. That's the right one? Yeah, that's the right one.
That's it.
That's the top 10 list we got on 3kingsboxing.com. All right. Now, the only reason why Inoue is number 3 right now is because you got 2 undisputed champions ahead of him, man.
Yep.
Now, I know he's ahead of 4 other undisputed champions. But the thing is, he's been putting in more work for a longer amount of time than those other 4 undisputed champions, with the exception of Canelo, right? Okay. Canelo lost to a nigga that wasn't even nowhere near the undisputed list, so he's got to drop. You got to drop him. I don't think you should take Canelo outside of the list, but you got to drop him. Mm-hmm. When you lose to a nigga that, if this list went from 1 to 50, right? Demetrius Bivol was maybe like 48. That nigga's way down there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he was the WBA champion, and he fucking literally defended that WBA regular title like 6 times or however many times it was before they finally just elevated the nigga to WBA super. So I don't even know if he's in the top 50. I don't know, man. I don't know. But at the end of the day, Demetrius Bivol was nowhere near the top 10, and he beats the number 1 fighter, right? So we had at number 1 before was Canelo. So he's got to drop. But outside of him, Josh Taylor, Jamel, and Devin Haney, Naoya Inoue has been doing more quality work than all 3 of those guys. Mm-hmm. So that's why he's ahead of them, even though they're undisputed. He's ahead of Errol Spence because he's done more quality work than Errol Spence. Errol Spence has done a hell of a job cleaning out 147, but Inoue has been jumping divisions. Fucking 2-division champion, and I believe in under 10 fights or 11 fights, something like that, back in 2014. Got to go look it up again, but something like that. He did it very early. You know what I'm saying? But Terrence Crawford, this nigga's a 3-division champion, right?
Yep.
And undisputed.
Yep. And
still undefeated. And still one of the most skilled fighters in the game. In my opinion, in terms of ring IQ, he's the smartest active fighter today. Mm-hmm. Right? Usyk's number 1 because he was undisputed. One of the probably the 3rd or maybe the 2nd smartest fighter in boxing today, right? One of the most skilled out there. Then he moves up to fucking heavyweight and dethrones Anthony Joshua in the first fight. Mm-hmm. Not his first fight at heavyweight, in their first matchup. Yep. Dethrones him with ease too. It wasn't like close or anything.
No, it wasn't. It actually wasn't. You're right.
Yeah, that is a major feat. No, not what Canelo did. No, that's not a major feat. Caleb Plant and fucking Billy Ho and Callum Smith. No, that's not a major feat. No. What Alexander Usyk did to Anthony Joshua, that's a major feat.
I agree.
That's huge. All right, that's why he's number 1. But the thing is with Inoue, if Inoue becomes undisputed, right? Mm-hmm. If he becomes undisputed, should he move up to number 1? Because that's the argument. Hold on. But the argument is right now that he should be number 1. We got a poll on 3kingsboxing.com. If you go on your phone, just scroll all the way down on the homepage, and there's a poll. It basically says, should Naoya Inoue be pound for pound number 1? All right. If you're on your computers on the right side, just scroll down. It's right there. Listen. The argument is that because of what he did to Nonito Donaire, even though Donaire was 40 years old, he was still fighting I'm not trying to laugh at that. Stop, man. I was not trying to laugh at that. That's just facts. He's 40 years old. But he was still fighting at a high level. He beat Bali. He beat the fucking dude from, I can't remember the guy's name, but he was from the Philippines. He was his mandatory. Like, he wasn't supposed to beat Nordine Al-Bali. He was supposed to lose that fight, and he didn't. He knocked him the fuck out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Donaire's still fighting at a high level. And Inoue just obliterated this nigga in 2 rounds. People are saying he's automatically number 1 right now. Is that valid?
No. Hell no. Fuck no. Get the fuck out of here. Kiss my black ass. No, motherfucker. No. Hell, fuck Sanford and Son, motherfucking no. Like, nigga. Hell, motherfucking no. No. Understand one thing. Here's why, and let me explain y'all. Here's why it's not valid. I cannot give you credit. I'll give you credit for being undisputed, but I'm not giving you credit for gathering undisputed to move you up the rankings against Paul fucking Butler. Right. When I saw Usyk go through the WBSS tournament for all the top motherfuckers that became undisputed, when Terrence Crawford, regardless of how you feel, right, about who did he beat to become undisputed? I can't remember that nigga's name.
Garcia. You talking about Usyk?
No, Crawford.
Julius
Ndongo. At least Julius Ndongo beat 2 champions back to back. At least he did that, and Crawford fought Victor fucking Postal to become a unified champion also as well. Victor Postal was the dude that everybody thought Danny Garcia ran from.
Right.
So no. Who's running from Paul Butler? And please tell me who's running from Paul Butler. Who's running from
Even Charlie Edwards called that nigga out from 112. Charlie Edwards was like, man, y'all better keep this nigga Paul Butler away from me. I'm thinking in my head, the nigga's 2 divisions higher than you, bro. That's how much disrespect Paul Butler gets. Niggas fucking 6 pounds lighter than him calling him out, man.
Yes, and then on top of that, I'm sorry. I will never support a motherfucker that says, take the belt from him, give it to me. Then when they ask him, will you fight him? No, fuck him, I ain't gonna fight. I can never support that motherfucker. No.
That's 100% hoe shit right there, bro.
No. Give me the belt. Well, will you fight him? No, fuck him. No. So no, he doesn't go above there because when you look at the overall body work of the guys that Oleksandr Usyk had to beat to become undisputed, and what Terrence Crawford had to go through to become undisputed, they're better motherfucking quality of fights for me, in my honest opinion. So no, beating Paul Butler to become undisputed will not move that motherfucker. He'll be 3+. Yeah. But no, nigga, he stays the same. Sorry.
Man, Chris Boogie said Usyk went the distance with Chisora and Chaz Witherspoon, y'all. Man, get the fuck out of here, Chris Boogie. Man, you my nigga, but you gotta go with that shit, nigga. You down there with my nigga Lazo right now. You in timeout. Why the fuck does Chaz Witherspoon and Chisora matter when this nigga beat Anthony Joshua?
Exactly.
That doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Now, if he would have lost to Chisora or Chaz Witherspoon, I get your point.
Exactly. Yeah.
He won the fights, and he won. It doesn't matter if he won by decision. Why does it matter? If he wins, he wins. If it's a close fight, that's different. But if he's dominating these guys by decision, what's the fucking problem? Why does a nigga always gotta knock a nigga the fuck out?
I don't understand that.
If this nigga said, hey, this is my game plan, and goes out there and executes it, and he's executing it well and correctly, then it's on the other fucking fighter to make it a fight. If he can't make it a fight, then that's his fucking fault that he got dominated the way he did. A la Haney, Kambosos. It was Kambosos' fault. The fight was boring to some fans. Wasn't Haney's fault. That was his game plan. Kambosos supposed to make the adjustment. Same thing with Usyk, Chisora, and Chaz Witherspoon. If this cruiserweight comes up to heavyweight, you're supposed to knock him out. They couldn't do it. Usyk dominated these guys and won, by decision. What does it fucking matter if he doesn't knock him out?
Yeah, exactly.
That wasn't part of the game plan.
No, it wasn't. Just like it wasn't part of, because you said Bud KO'd everyone. It wasn't part of Bud's game plan to fucking KO Postal. He didn't knock out Victor Postal. He went the distance.
Went the distance with Postal. Knocked the nigga down like 17 times. That shit reminded me of fucking Hassam N'Djamena Jickum and fucking Peter Quillen. That's what Postal fucking, at least in terms of the knockdowns, though, right?
Yeah.
That is a terrible way to penalize a person from being number one, from being on a list, period, because he wins by decision. That means Floyd Mayweather should have never been on the list then. He won all his fights by decision after he became Money Floyd, right?
Right. You're right. Absolutely right.
He won all his fights by decision. Floyd Mayweather should have never been on this list then, guys.
Nope.
Based
Floyd
on
Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, Brinky Wright, none of them. Bernard Hopkins.
None of them. Because all those guys won by fucking decision. Didn't knock anybody out. Hey, Floyd Mayweather beat Andre Berto by what was that? What was that again, Bo? Decision. Andre Berto was probably equivalent to a Derek Chisora at heavyweight.
Right.
when Floyd fought him.
Hey, Floyd beat Robert Guerrero by what?
Decision, nigga. Exactly. Decision. So that is a terrible way to penalize somebody from being somewhere on a list because they win by decision. What you should be doing is looking at the quality of their wins, bro.
Right.
That's what you do. Fuck a decision and how they win. How they win matters, right? But it's not a detriment. It only can add to their case for being in a spot that they're trying to be. It can't be a detriment. You see what I'm saying? You can't tell a nigga, oh, because you won by decision, we got to move you down a couple spots. What? That's fucking terrible. Now, I'm glad you ain't doing a list, bro. That's terrible. That's terrible, dog. Hey, man, we know you won this fight and shit easily, too, but we got to move you down a little bit, man, because you didn't knock him out. What? You're not looking at quality, because if you're looking at quality, the Anthony Joshua win would have fucking basically prevented you from even mentioning Chaz Witherspoon and Derek Chisora.
Exactly. I agree with that.
You're not looking at quality at all. You're looking at how these niggas win. You're looking at the number of wins they have, who they beat, and how they won. That's what you're looking at. You're not looking at quality. And that's actually, honestly, what I just said. The number of wins, who they fought, and how they won. A lot of people make that mistake in just doing that when they make a pound-for-pound list. They do that.
Yeah.
That's why you see niggas like Shakir Stevenson, number 5 and 4 and shit. What are you talking about? Wait a minute. You see what I'm saying? That's why you see niggas on pound-for-pound lists that shouldn't be there. Because of that right there. I don't care that Inoue is knocking everybody. I don't give a fuck about that.
No.
Yes, it helps his case. Absolutely. How he ran over Nonito Donaire, yes, that helps his case.
100%.
But I can't say Terrence Crawford and Usyk got to move down because Inoue knocked out Nonito Donaire and Crawford got a gift knockout against Sean Porter, or Usyk just beat Joshua by decision. I can't do that. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He said Bud KO'd several fighters when he moved up.
Jose Benavidez?
He didn't knock out Jose Benavidez.
That's right.
Fighter.
That's right. Sure, yep. He didn't.
Did he knock Benavidez out in the 12th round? 12th round.
But Kell Brook, Amir Khan? Really? Kell Brook and Amir Khan? Really?
So here's the deal. Yeah, because he got Benavidez in the 12th. Here's the deal, though. You're talking about quality, right? Benavidez, Amir Khan, Jeff Horn, Kell Brook, Kavaliauskas, right? I get it. He's knocking those guys out, right? But the quality between Terrence Crawford and those guys is extremely far. Also, Terrence Crawford is not a smaller fighter than these guys, man. Did you not see Chris Boogie? Did you not see the video of Terrence Crawford before he moved up to 147? Where he was on a scale, the nigga weighed 180?
Yep.
You didn't see that? He's not smaller than those guys, man. He's actually, you can make a case that Terrence Crawford is bigger than Amir Khan. You can make that case, right? You can make a case that Terrence Crawford's not that much smaller than Kell Brook. Kell Brook went to 160. Thank you, sir. Kell Brook went to 160, but you saw how small he was in a 160 frame. Gennady Golovkin was like, nigga, sit down. You know what I'm saying? So you can make a case that Terrence Crawford's the same size, or maybe Kell Brook might be just a little bit bigger than Crawford. Same thing with Kavaliauskas. Same thing with Benavidez. Benavidez is still sitting around at 147, 154. He doesn't know where he wants to go. He's getting ready to fight Danny Garcia at 154, right? But he's not that much smaller than Terrence Crawford either. Crawford is probably the same size as these guys. You see what I'm saying? Usyk is much smaller than Derek Chisora in terms of, I'm talking weight. I'm not talking height, right? Usyk's 6'3". Okay, I think Chisora is like 6'2", maybe 6'3" as well. I think Chaz Witherspoon was like 260 for that fight.
Yeah. And Witherspoon is like 6'4".
Huh?
Witherspoon, I think, is like 6'3", 6'4".
Right. The thing is, Usyk's height is up there with the heavyweights, but his frame is not with the heavyweights.
No.
Crawford's height and frame is with the welterweights. He's with the welterweights. You see what I'm saying? So you're talking about he's knocking these guys out as he's moving up. Well, what you're implying is he's fighting bigger guys and still knocking them out. That's what you're implying. Jose Benavidez ain't no better than no motherfucking Chaz Witherspoon. What the fuck has Jose Benavidez done? I know Chaz Witherspoon's garbage, sure. But what has Jose Benavidez done? The fuck has he done to make you believe that he's better than a Chaz Witherspoon? What? I'll wait. Matter of fact, you know what 2K does. You know what 2K about to do, man. Let's see here. Frank Rojas, Matthew Strode. Oh, wait a minute. In his last fight, he had a draw with a nigga 17-3 that you never heard of. That was his last fight, Jose Benavidez. Francisco Torres. Y'all know him? Don't know him. Had a draw with that nigga. So, Crawford moved up, fought Benavidez Jr., didn't knock him out to the 12th round. What makes him better than Chaz Witherspoon? I say those two are in the same boat. The difference is Chaz Witherspoon probably outweighed Usyk by like 40, 50 fucking pounds. That's the difference. Same thing with Chisora. Same thing with Anthony Joshua. But I submit, Anthony Joshua is way better than all them niggas that Crawford fought.
Sure is.
He's probably, in terms of skill, not better, or at least, let me say this, not 100% better than Sean Porter, but his accolades are better than Sean Porter's. Y'all got to stop shitting on these guys, man. Y'all got to stop, man. Y'all got to look at everything. If you're going to say somebody deserves to be, so understand when this list is made, we don't just look at, hey, Usyk did this in his last fight. No, bro. We look at what he did in his last fight. We look at what he did 10 fights before that. We also look at what his opponents did. You see what I'm saying? When we look at Terrence Crawford, we look at everything he's done. We also look at what his opponent's done. You see what I'm saying? You factor in ring IQ. You factor in boxing ability or skill. Let me say that. You factor in all that. You can't just say, oh, this nigga didn't knock the guy out. He's got to move down a couple notches. Nah, man. That is terrible, bro. That's terrible.
The only way that I would look at a fighter winning by decision and question it if he struggled in that decision. Then I'd be like, all right, he struggled. Or maybe we're saying he probably didn't win. Then I can see you having a point. That's not the case with Usyk. He basically dominated these guys. At the end of the day, he dominated. Whether he knocked them out or not, was his performance a domination? Yes. Okay, then why are we talking about him winning by decision? It's not a situation where he won by questionable decision, or we don't know. That's not the fucking case.
Actually, Usyk did knock out Chaz Witherspoon in the 7th round. Case closed, done. Case closed, done, Chris Boogie. Usyk did win by knockout. 7th round against Chaz Witherspoon. Done. Oh, and Chaz Witherspoon outweighed him by 27 pounds. Done. Case closed. Done. Let's see. Chisora outweighed him by, what is that? 38 pounds.
I'm about to say Chisora almost probably about 40 pounds because he's always a heavy motherfucker.
38 pounds.
I think Joshua might have been 20, 25 maybe.
Joshua was 19 pounds.
19, okay. I said 2025. That's about right. That's right there. Yep. I said 2025. Yep. So
he knocked out a nigga. You said his chin is made out of toilet paper. You're right. Usyk was able to knock him out. Case closed. He stays at number 1.
How is Crawford resume better? Hold on. How is Crawford resume better? Do you know the guys that Usyk beat in the WBSS tournament?
You don't know, bro. You don't know.
No, serious, Chris Boogie, because you know you always here. So do you know the guys that this motherfucker beat in the WBSS tournament? Huck, Bradis.
Bradis still reigning at cruiserweight, by the way.
He's still reigning at cruiserweight.
Nobody. Matter of fact, he beats
Vasyl.
Hold on. He beats Bradis. Bradis goes on to the next WBSS tournament and wins that easily.
Yeah.
And it's still the best cruiserweight out there to this day.
Actually, you're right. He is. That's what I'm saying. Do you realize the guys? He beat all the top guys in that tournament, bro. Whether you want to hear it or not, he beat all the top guys in that fucking tournament.
Exactly, MB 2.0. Chris Boogie be reaching. It's just like when I caught that nigga on that basketball shit. I ain't gonna air you out, nigga. But just like I caught him on that basketball shit, dog. and then he came back. Oh man, you know I'm old, nigga. I fucked up. Well, that's what this is right here, too, nigga. You're old, you fucked up.
Crawford cleared out one division, bro. He cleared out one division. That was junior welterweight, right? Usyk cleared out cruiserweight. When Crawford cleared out junior welterweight, what division had more top fighters? Cruiserweight or junior welterweight? I'll wait.
Man.
He cleared out one division. He won one belt at 135. He cleaned out junior welterweight. He won one belt at welterweight.
He didn't clean out. He cleaned out junior welterweight. That's it, bro.
That's it.
He didn't clean out divisions.
Right.
He cleaned out one division. Usyk cleaned out one division. And in my opinion, Usyk's division was tougher than Crawford's division.
Yes.
At that time. The gauntlet Crawford had to go through was nothing like the gauntlet Usyk had to go through at cruiserweight in the WBSS tournament. Yes. Absolutely not.
Matter of fact, when Crawford became undisputed, people was criticizing him, talking about something. Well, it was just Julius Ndongo. Nobody said that about Usyk. So
you're right, Chris Boogie. Only one to go, but Crawford's not cleaning the division out. Errol Spence is. if Crawford was actually cleaning out welterweight, you would. That's what I'm saying. You don't have the right facts for your case, bro. Just stop, my nigga.
You're killing it, dog.
You're killing yourself, man.
Killing it, dog.
He's not cleaning out welterweight. Errol Spence is doing that job for him. He's fighting Amir Khan and fucking Kell Brook, Aegis Cavaliauskas, and Jose Benavidez Jr. and fucking Jeff Horn. None of those guys were part of the whole clearing out the division algorithm, nigga. None of them.
Oh my God.
Nigga, it doesn't matter how paper thin heavyweight is. He beat the top reigning heavyweight. Anthony Joshua was, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Deontay Wilder fans, I don't care. Tyson Fury fans, I don't care. Anthony Joshua was the top heavyweight at that time. He was the only unified champion, and he had the best resume out of everybody in the division. And Usyk moved up and beat him.
End of fucking story.
What the fuck? There's nothing to argue here.
I'm saying end of story, bro.
Chris Boogie likes Terrence Crawford, and I understand that.
Right.
But again, bro, this is why I tell you guys about fanboying too much, man. You got to chill on that shit, dog, because you end up looking bad in your arguments. There's no way you got caught twice. You said Usyk didn't knock out Chaz Witherspoon. That was false. And then you just fucking said that Crawford cleans out divisions when he has not cleaned out divisions. He's cleared out one division. Then when we look at that division and compare it to the division Usyk cleaned out, Usyk's division is better than Crawford's.
Yes, it is.
That's not an argument.
Nope.
That's a fact.
Nope.
Julius Ndongo's better. Julius Ndongo is not even better than fucking Junior Dorticos, man.
Hold on. Why you gotta use him? Because Bradis and Gassiev is too much, nigga. That's overkill. That's overkill. And Ndongo was not better than Dorticos, bruh.
What do you mean? Wow, he was better than Dorticos skill wise, and Ndongo was better than Dorticos skill wise. Because look at Ndongo now.
Right, and look at actually Dorticos is a 2-time champion. Even after losing, he gained the belt right back.
He gained the belt right back. He beat your boy he beat your boy here. Postal doesn't. All right, man. I'm done, man.
Dude, Postal beat fucking Matisse. A Matisse that was already hammered by both Pacquiao and fucking Danny Garcia. That's who Postal beat. He beat that dude.
Okay, Postal. All right. So he said Postal was better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. He stretched Andrew Dabiti exactly. Junior Dorticos did after he lost. He said Postal was better. Bet. So Postal's better than Mars Bradis?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're telling me?
Marco Huck.
Because arguably, right, during that reign, right, during Terrence Crawford's reign, let's talk about this. Fuck it. We got 5 minutes. During Terrence Crawford's reign, who was the best fighter that he fought at 140, Bo? Who do you think?
The best fighter he fought at 140 during his reign? I would have to say Victor Postal.
Agreed. Because he fought Hank Lundy, trash. Thierry Jean, trash. Right? Thomas Delorme, whack. John Molina Jr., whack. Felix Diaz was good. Olympic gold medalist, but he wasn't as good as Victor Postal. And Julius Ndongo, decent. Good thing about Ndongo was he was a unified champion within 6 months. Got to give him credit for that.
Yep.
But skill-wise, just decent. He wasn't great. He wasn't even good. Decent. And you see that now. It didn't transfer, right? So his best win at 140 is Victor Postal. Hey, Chris Boogie, are you really trying to tell me that Victor Postal is better than Mars Bradis? Because that's who Usyk beat. That's his best win at cruiserweight. You're telling me Victor Postal is better than Mars Bradis? Okay, then we're done, family. We're done. It doesn't matter welterweight. Crawford ain't done shit at welterweight. Everybody knows that. Welterweight, we're talking about clearing out divisions.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what you said. You're the one that brought that up, not us. We're just going off what you said. So in clearing out divisions, junior welterweight was Crawford's his road to clearing out junior welterweight was not as good as Usyk's road to clearing out cruiserweight.
Exactly.
Because his best win in Victor Postal, how do you not agree? You just said you agreed. How do you not agree? Crawford's win against Victor Postal, you just agreed to this. Crawford's win against Victor Postal was not better than Usyk's win against Mars Bradis. And that was their two best wins in clearing out their respective divisions. You just agreed to that. So that argument you just had is dead. Usyk wins that. Now let's move to the welterweight. He said, nah, but it's really about welterweight run, which was so better than Usyk's at heavyweight. Shouldn't the more recent wins matter for pound? Yes, more recents do matter for pound. Usyk's most recent win is way better than all of the wins that Terrence Crawford had at 147.
Yes.
What are you talking about? Alexander Usyk beating the reigning unified champion at heavyweight is better than Terrence Crawford's win against an old ass and a done Kell Brook, a done Amir Khan, a green Ejidijus Cavaliauskas, a who the fucking Jose Benavidez Jr. because we only recognize David. Nobody knows Jose, right? And Jeff Horn, who the fuck was actually the goddamn belt holder so that he could give it to Terrence Crawford. And yes, it's better than Sean Porter. Because Sean Porter's what? What Sean Porter? Who did he beat before that?
Nobody. He had just lost to Earl Spence.
He was 1-1. He beat Sebastian Formella.
Oh, Sebastian.
Earlier.
Right. He sure did.
1-1. If Sean Porter hadn't lost to Errol Spence already before Crawford got to him, he would have an argument. But I would still pick AJ, the win over AJ over Sean Porter because of the accolades. But him losing to Spence first and then Crawford getting him, no way, he's not better than the AJ win. No. Usyk's win over AJ is better than all of those guys, bro.
Yep.
So what are you talking about?
I don't get it. I don't understand it. Not to mention the fact you make out a good point. When you saw AJ versus Usyk, you clearly saw a size difference. Clearly saw a fucking size difference. Okay. When I saw Sean Porter fight Terrence Crawford, I didn't see a huge size difference. I really truly didn't. Well, when you saw Jose Benavidez, I didn't see a huge size difference.
He just said what it is right here. And Chris, this is why I tell you guys, man, you got to be objective.
Okay.
You got to be objective. So I don't even want to. This ain't even a debate. So and listen, it's all love. It's all love. This is a debate. This is the barbershop. But you just destroyed all your credibility in this argument. You just said maybe it's because I think AJ is a fraud. I'm done after that. No, it's fanboying, not fanboying. It doesn't even matter now. You just said you think AJ is a fraud.
Yes, yeah.
So his accolades, what he's accomplished, his skill level, none of that matters to you because you think he's a fraud. So by you saying he's a fraud, then anybody that beats him, it doesn't fucking matter. The win doesn't. It has no credibility in your eyes because you don't think he's legit. Yeah, it is what it is, man. However you feel, you just said you think the nigga's a fraud. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
That's subjective, bro. We're arguing from an objective standpoint. So there's really no need to continue this. We don't get in subjective arguments, man. I'm glad you said that, though. I'm glad you did that. Yeah. You admitted that. That's what's up. And that's why I respect it. You can be subjective. You can no, I hear your point. You just said the nigga was a fraud, bro. It's not bad wording. You said what you said, right? Out of how you feel. It's how you feel. He could be overrated in your eyes. He's not overrated, bro.
Overrated and fraud to me in boxing is kind of the same fucking thing, to be honest.
The nigga was on top of the heavyweight division. It doesn't matter. Fraud, overrated. Those are still subjective opinions because the facts are he was on top of the heavyweight division. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Also, even more facts, a lot of people thought Usyk was going to get knocked out. So it's not like, when, Shakir, let me say this. Oh, shit. When Floyd Mayweather walked into the fight with Arturo Gatti, and everyone knew he was just going to beat the dog shit out of Arturo Gatti. That wasn't the case.
Yeah.
People thought Usyk was going to get knocked out. Man.
Yeah.
Because he was too small. That's what they thought.
Yeah.
So as long as that is facts, it was not perceived to be an easy fight for Usyk, which makes his win even bigger. Makes his win. Not one of those wins that Crawford went into, nobody thought Crawford was going to lose that fight. Sean Porter, people were like, he might. But the majority, they thought Sean Porter. Actually, I remember people calling Sean Porter a bum, which was fucking absurd.
Yeah, I remember that.
Calling Sean Porter a bum. How the fuck is he a bum? He's far from a bum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they were saying that because he had already lost his spins.
They were saying it was a meaningless fight for Crawford. They were saying, man, he gains nothing with this fight. I remember that.
Not one of those fights did the majority think, or even the slight majority believe that Terrence Crawford was going to lose. Not one of them. But Usyk, I got to go look at the Vegas odds. He might have been the underdog. I think he was. I think he was the underdog.
I know there was a higher percentage of people that thought he was going to lose versus people who thought Porter was going to win. I know that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I know that.
That makes his win even bigger. That's fucked up. Stop, man. Leave him alone, dog. Hey, this is what the barbershop is for. This is what it's for. We're going to talk about some shit, man. If you disagree, hey, disagree. I'm just telling you guys, you can't be fucking up when you get in a debate with me. I'm just saying, man. I'm going to get you. Because I remember all this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get your ass, dog.
I will give him props for that statement that he made. I give you props for that right there.
I give him props for that shit.
Man, props for that, man.
You know, he admitted that. But the point is, once you start saying, oh, he's overrated and all this other shit, now it's subjective.
Right.
But at the end of the day, his accolades precede his image, bro. See, unified champion got the best resume at heavyweight.
Yeah, you know, I mean, a nigga in his 16th fight won a world title when Deontay Wilder was going into his 40th. I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Exactly,
I'm
his
sorry.
resume is way better than Deontay Wilder's, nigga. and half the fights had a way better resume and more accolades. Terrible, man. But yeah, it is what it is.
All right, man. All right, Chris Boogie, man. Stop, man. All right, look here, man. Go to 3kingsboxing.com for the latest and greatest. What's going on in the sport of boxing? And as always, man, if we said something that y'all don't like, makes y'all upset, put you niggas in the feeling, well, y'all know what it is.
Man, you gotta prepare me for that, bro.
Give a fuck.
Prepare me for that, man. Like you can't just throw that shit out there, nigga. Yeah, you know, y'all do this, y'all know what it is. Damn, nigga, I ain't ready like that, nigga. What's wrong with you, man?
The first time my ass is actually up to fucking speed. Well, hey, man. Hey, Chris Boogie, definitely appreciate you, man. I want to thank my man Prodigy for being here. And as always, man, like I said, man, go to 3kingsboxing.com. All right, Prodigy, man, take us out, family.
And man, hit us up at 3kingsboxing.com for your source of pure and adulterated boxing information. Hit us up on Twitter at 3kingsboxing, Instagram on 3king or at 3kingsboxing, right here on Facebook.com/3kingsboxing. Also, man, hit the subscribe button on this YouTube channel, Prodigy of Boxing Talk. Also, hit that notification bell when we go live. Try to go live after this weekend's fights. Don't forget that Hiroto Kyoguchi fight later on tonight. What time that fight start, bro? I don't even remember. You on mute, nigga. We can't hear you.
That fight's at 6:50.
All right, bet. 6:50. 6:50. What is that? Central or Eastern?
Eastern.
Eastern time, man. Don't forget that shit. Catch Hiroto Kyoguchi in action, man. He's good. We'll see how he does against Bermudez. But yeah, might go live. Especially, man, look, if Trevor Bryant fucks around and beats Daniel Dubois, they're definitely going live on that motherfucker. It's going to be a roasting session on Daniel Dubois, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're going to talk about the fights possibly this weekend. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Everybody donated to the PayPal. Definitely appreciate all the love and shit. Appreciate the arguments, all the haters, the bitch ass niggas, the fuck boys. Definitely appreciate y'all. Until the next one, we out this bitch.